Zach, I think it was great that the pointer of having fun, when people, if they feel like it's heavy, nobody wants to talk about dying. Nobody wants to talk about that.
No.
And in your approach of being light and keeping it light and helping them understand, that there's a level of, I know this sounds weird, on the front side, on one side, there's going to be an emotional conversation, but on the front side, that there's going to be a level of infotainment. Does that make sense?
Please explain.
Yes. Yeah. I want to hear you elaborate on that.
That they're getting you, and you have to be an engaging person that cares about them, so that and not just cares, but as enthusiastic about them in their life, and that you like to have fun with them. Now, I would say in the infotainment side, it's a little easier for me just because I like to joke with people.
Mm-hmm.
I like to tease people, have fun with them, and I think the big joke was I walked into a home, and I laid down on the couch. I don't know if a lot of agents would do that, but I felt pretty comfortable. Like, woo, it's been a long day, just joking around with them, and they were laughing, we were laughing. They asked if I wanted a Coke, and I took a Coke. But just being able to be a human being and have fun.
Yeah,
with people.
I think that's...
I've ordered pizzas in the house.
Yeah.
I was about to say, the lay down on their couch approach is not guaranteed by Life Insurance Academy.
It is not endorsed,
but
or guaranteed.
Give it.
I'll tell you
one
one of the first, my second, believe it or not, my second ride along I ever went on, which I only really went on 2, and they weren't even full days.
Okay.
Back when I got started, it feels like years ago. It was
in the covered wagon.
Yeah, exactly. It took us 4 days to get there. No. But one of the first things the agent did when he went to the door is this door answered. It's a typical final expense home. We're in the mountains somewhere in Kentucky. And all of a sudden he goes up to the door, and the dude answers, and he goes, "Wow, can I touch your beard?" That's what the agent said, like right off the bat. And the dude was like, "Well, yeah, sure, go ahead." And he starts petting this dude's beard. And I'm like,
what is going on?
How am I going to how am I going to learn this? Because naturally, Chris, you are that natural, super bubbly, having fun person, right? Mm-hmm. I'm more of I overthink things sometimes. I figure it out. I'm a tactician. And then once I understand everything I need to, then I work on perfecting my craft and being the absolute best at it. Mm-hmm. And I like to have a fun, positive, energetic personality with it, so it kind of meshes perfectly.
I get to his first house, and he's like, "Oh no, this person doesn't have a beard. what do I do?"
I'm like, but he is the best beard petter in the office by far.
Yeah, you got to grab it and then
look. You see the technique.
Wow.
It's almost like a gentle pull down.
We have a guide coming out.
Oh my gosh,
absolutely. But I say, Chris, you said something there that's very important. Your energy and your happiness. You have to remember, guys, like, we bring this to the client.
Yeah.
They're on a fixed income usually. They grew up a certain way in a certain town. They've had certain jobs. They have this circle of life that they've experienced their whole life. Now they're typically on more medications than we are. They probably don't feel the best every single day because they are on so many medications. They're taking care of grandkids or kids. And honestly, their day is kind of almost on like a Groundhog Day type thing. They do the same thing every day. Right. They watch the same TV shows. They have their same routines. They're very routine people. And now we're kind of the agents that are coming in there and breaking that routine. We need to bring that excitement. We need to bring that energy. We need to bring that joy, that happiness, that positive vibes into their home, and to create that energy of somebody that they are willing to break their routine with to talk to us for a minute.
Yeah.
Now, some agents have the mindset, though, that based upon their mindset and their energy and their happiness is based upon the results of the house they just left, or even last week's production.
That's really easy to do.
It really is. Mm-hmm. And so they're like kind of like moping. Their energy is not super negative, but it's flat, like we talked about. They're not really having fun. And then if they get an app, then they're having a good day. Then they're having a good week. Then they're happy and light on their feet.
Until.
And then they're trying to go into the next home. But I'll promise you guys this. If that's your approach and your happiness is dictated by an application, it's going to be really hard for you guys to have a good week, because it's hard for you to get that first application. It's hard for you to get that first sale. It's hard for you to create and be a real difference maker in that home. If you reverse that mindset and you come in that you're positive and you're happy regardless of the situation, and you're going to make a difference in their life, and you're going to get to know them, and you're going to educate them regardless of the results will be there, and they will be 10 times the results. And then you're able to carry that positive energy of helping and being liked. And if you're not sure what that means, think back to your biggest week in insurance so far. Now, that week seemed really easy for you. It seemed really simple. You were very light on your feet as you were going through, let's say, towards the end of that week. You didn't care if you got an app or you didn't get an app. You were going to work and your smile was as big as ever because you're having a record run. That moment, that energy, that mindset, that's what I want you to capture. And that's what you use when you go into the home to start your week when you're at zero. That's what you harness. And when you can learn how to harness that energy, that lightness, that happiness, even when you're at zero to start the week, every week will be a record week.
Yeah. One thing you said when you were, let's say you come out of a sit, or you just got porched, or you didn't get the sale, or, someone was rude on the phone.
Yeah.
Right. One thing we've been talking about in our coaching sessions, where we're breaking down, the fundamentals of the presentation and the elements that you have to have and how that applies, on a personal level to our attendees, is we've talked a lot about this idea of a belief statement, and coaching these people of building their belief statement. When those rough things happen, your reset between sits is your belief statement.
Yeah.
Because that's what fuels you. That's why you do what you do.
Absolutely.
And that's what connects. So reset with that belief statement. Let it be simple, right? Or, reflect on why you didn't get the last app, and how can you improve, and then move forward with your belief statement. And so
that's such a good thought of the anchor statement, the belief statement, and we use different language for that, but that is what it is on why you were doing what you're doing. And I'll say this, like, if you are evaluating your sit, and this is an important piece, you want to evaluate it based on the simplest pieces of the experience of the dial, what the conversation looks like, what the door knock looks like, just the ideal pieces. Evaluate it based on that. Don't evaluate it based on how you feel about it, because that will get you in a tailspin, because you will think of every different scenario. I could have said this, I could have tried this, I could have done that, I could have done that. And you get caught up in a cycle. It's based on like your training. Go back to your training. What was it that you covered that were the important parts, and evaluate based on that, and then get back to exactly what you said, your belief statement, put a smile on your face and get rolling again. That's it. That's all you got to do. Keep it simple.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you got value out of it, please subscribe right here and this button, this button, or you can continue watching videos there. Thanks for watching.